What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy, Coach Call. Mr. 57 is the new 27, and I just finished watching a great fight. Liam Paro versus Richardson Hitchins. It was a banger. But at the end of the fight, them judges with them ink pens, man, tried to snatch the Joan and give it back to Paro. Let me explain it to you. They had him winning one round. No, but we're going to get down to the bottom of this. Here you got Liam Paro was 25-0 with 15 KOs and had a O behind any losses. From Australia, the boy 28 years old, and he's a southpaw. Then you got Richardson Hitchins, who was 18-0 with 7 KOs, had a O. He was from USA, New York, 27 years old, an orthodox boxer, but somebody's O had to go. Now, let me tell you what I think about the fight. Let me start with the fact that I think Paro was small for the weight class. He's a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner, and Richardson Hitchins was a little bit thicker and a little bit longer, a little bit taller. I think he was 5'10", and Paro was 5'8.5". So with that being said, the fight was left up to Paro to have to go inside. He's too short. He was too weak to fight on the outside, so he had to be the one to go on the inside and do the work. The problem with that is Richardson Hitchins won't gonna allow that. So, but the thing that I think, in my opinion, the first 4 rounds was going the opposite way, and Paro was doing his thing. But Hitchins kept spending time waiting on Paro to come in when he should have been working. He should have been throwing that jab. He should have been keeping him at bay, and he should have been landing that straight right. But instead, he waited for him to come in and let him start. So the fight started off going the way Paro wanted it to go. The only problem with that, he ain't have enough. He ain't a Javante Davis. He ain't got those bangers. So even though he was landing punches, they weren't doing no damage. So at the end of the day, when the guy's landing punches and not doing no damage, what happens? The other guy survives it. And when it got to the 5th round and Hitchins started going forward, oh, he was doing his thing then. And then Paro, he just seemed like a little small dude that ain't supposed to be in that weight class. But, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things where his power was suspect. He was throwing combinations, and then it got later in the fight, and the combination started becoming 1 punch or maybe 2 punches. But there weren't a lot of punches like it was at the beginning. He wasn't going in. He wasn't throwing the shots to end up. Where was your right hook at, homeboy? You needed your right hook. You a southpaw. You need your right hook. But he won't throw in the right hook. And then around the 10th round, Paro got a little slick and hit Hitchins in the back of the head with a shot. And when he did that, it just confused the situation. It made Hitchins think about something other than his strategy, which is a strategy. Then when you losing, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, hit him in the knee. Say, look, take a warning. But now he gotta think about that leg. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff that's going on in that fight. But it was the IBF Junior welterweight title, and he just lost it. So now Liam Paro get to go on 25-1, where Hitchins is now 19-0. And, you know, it's kind of one of those things where Hitchins was throwing heavy shots instead of combinations. He was trying to land a straight 2 with all his power and a straight right with all his power. Where was the body shots at, Hitchins? When you fight better people that's got a little bit more experience and a little bit more agility and your size, you're going to need to land some body shots, because them body shots is like taking the air out of the tires, and you got to slow them down, and you won't slow them down. That's why that dude was jumping around like a grasshopper. It's just that he didn't have no power. That once he landed the shots, he didn't have enough power to do damage to you. So you got away with this one. But now that you got the belt, Dude, it's going to be some better fighters coming your way with some bigger names. That's going to be like, yo, he didn't throw no body shots, so I ain't got to worry about that. And then you ain't been training to throw them, then you can't throw them. I don't know what you do in the gym, but I saw what you just did in the ring. So your ring actions are a reflection of what you did in the gym. So you wasn't training to throw no body shots. You had a smaller guy. You should have slowed him down. But instead, you let that guy jump all over the place. And if he had some power in them gloves, you would have been in trouble. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good fights coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to go on to YouTube and find the Zone page if you didn't watch the fight, and go to the Zone, man, and watch that Liam Paro versus Richardson Hitchins fight and tell me what you think. And in the meantime and in between time, I know y'all heard coming up, we got Usyk versus Tyson Fury again. December the 21st. So I'm going to be up here. I want y'all to be up here. Let's do this thing. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, because right about now, your boy is out. Holla.